Amid a sea of problems and growing fears that Marvel Studios might just pull the plug on Blade, the film is still on the slate. Let's be real, no other MCU project has faced such a production nightmare since Blade was first announced at Comic-Con way back in 2019. Yeah, it's been 5 long years. In that time, 2 directors, Bassam Tariq and Yann Demange, have come and gone, and the official start date for filming has been pushed back more than 7 times. And just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, we find out in late 2023 that the whole movie is being reworked from the ground up. Rumors even started flying that lead actor Mahershala Ali was on the verge of walking away, frustrated with how bizarrely and painfully slow the production was moving. But yet somehow Marvel managed to keep him on board, and we're now supposedly closer to a fully finished, revamped script. During a press tour for the Agatha All Along series, Marvel Studios head of streaming Brad Winderbaum threw us a bone about Blade's status. In his comments, Winderbaum made it clear that everything hinges on the director's vision, and that the production's pace is dictated by how that vision comes together. He also pointed out that the horror elements in projects like Marvel Zombies are going to be very different from what we'll see in Blade. But here's the real question. Are we actually going to get the brutal R-rated Blade reboot fans have been waiting for? Or will it just be another overhyped MCU movie stuck in production limbo? Only time will tell. It took more than 5 years for Blade to finally get its first official release date, which has since been delayed multiple times. With the number of production roles still unfilled and the script far from being finished, it seems almost impossible that this movie will hit theaters before 2025. And this comes right after Deadpool and Wolverine brought back Wesley Snipes as the original variant of Blade. In fact, Ryan Reynolds even mentioned that he'd love to see Snipes get another solo movie, portraying a more worn-out and older Blade, much like Logan. Naturally, this got fans freaking out. Could Wesley actually replace Mahershala Ali in MCU? Could he end up being the one and only Blade in the multiverse? Let's just forget about that disastrous 2006 show. Unfortunately, it's still a big question mark as to when Blade will actually be filmed or released, especially considering there's less than 3 years left until the multiverse saga wraps up with Avengers 5. Time's ticking, and fans are left wondering if this new Blade will ever make it to the big screen. Despite all the chaos, the movie had a writer in Beau DeMayo who had previously worked on Moon Knight and X-Men 97. But according to insider Jeff Snyder, Mahershala Ali was less than thrilled with DeMayo's script and the overall direction of the project. Not long after, Michael Starberry was brought in to rewrite the story. But guess what? His take wasn't much better. The script was stripped down, and everything deemed unnecessary was cut. Even Kit Harington's Black Knight appearance was axed, along with any connections to the broader MCU. It became glaringly obvious that the script needed serious work. To fix this, Marvel called in True Detective writer Nick Pizzolatto, but the writer's strike put an end to his progress. By the time the strike ended, it became clear that Nick's draft wasn't a fit either. His version of Blade was packed with life lessons, and the central character was some unknown female, while Eric Brooks himself was relegated to a secondary role. For a film titled Blade, this direction seemed bizarre. Who this lead character was supposed to be is anyone's guess, but many speculate it was likely Blade's daughter, a rumor that's been swirling since 2021. Either way, Mahershala Ali was not impressed with the story. Can you blame him? A Blade movie where the vampire hunter himself takes a backseat? No thanks. So Marvel then brought in Michael Green, known for his work on Logan and Blade Runner, and it seems like he finally found the right approach. Several factors back this up. First, Mahershala Ali himself commented late last year that he felt inspired by the project and the team behind the script and direction. Clearly, Green's version of the story resonated with him. Otherwise, Ali wouldn't have stuck around. Plus, the studio's plans for Blade to become a central figure in the supernatural side of MCU, potentially leading the Midnight Suns, whose groundwork Marvel has already begun laying, show that Blade is set to get a lot more attention. Beyond Ali, Mia Goth is also in the cast, rumored to be playing the sorceress Lilith, the film's main villain. According to insiders, the plot will revolve around Lilith hunting Blade's daughter, whose blood she needs to create an army of vampires. Reports also suggest that Lilith's weapon will be the Ebony Blade, first seen in the post-credits scene of Eternals. It's still unclear when exactly the events of Blade will take place. The story could delve into the past, where Eric Brooks takes the sword from Lilith, or perhaps Blade acquires the sword only to lose it in a final battle. Despite Marvel's initial claims that only Deadpool 3 would get the coveted R rating, Blade will also receive one, a move that's both logical and beneficial for the project. According to director Yann Demange, he wants to fully showcase Blade's ruthlessness and ferocity, traits the Daywalker usually keeps in check. Beyond just delivering some intense action scenes, the R rating will allow the movie to dive deeper into the horror elements of Marvel Universe. Given Dimanche's background in horror, there's no doubt he'll seize the opportunity to create some memorable vampires and monsters. That said, we can only hope the final product lives up to expectations. Sure, rumors about the film's possible cancellation don't exactly inspire confidence, but Hollywood's full of examples where projects stuck in production hell eventually emerged as masterpieces. Just look at first Deadpool, which was in development purgatory since the early 2000s, with Ryan Reynolds attached as far back as 2004. Or consider Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, which saw rights and directors change hands multiple times before it became a classic. For now, we're waiting for more news on Blade and hoping that production finally kicks into high gear, giving the filmmakers a real shot at delivering a dark, unforgettable Marvel movie. Stay tuned.